My therapist once told me to keep a diary of what I see, how I feel, who's in my life, who's out of it. For my sanity, I guess. Funny, my mom thought I was insane. My dad loved me so much, but he couldn't see my mother's pain, me. So I wrote in it to keep me quote unquote sane. The problem was I never was insane. I just didn't know what sanity was. Living in the middle of existing, following the steps just enough. To my parents, I was just a funded gift. To my friends, I was a shiny toy to play with. To my lover, I was a pair of ass and tits. And to myself, all these titles fit. So I never had a problem with playing my role. When I was outside of that, that's when I wanted the curtains to close on my charade. Just playing the game of what I think is called life. Yeah, I'm living. I'm just breathing, blinking, smelling, hearing, feeling, involuntarily. Because that's what human beings do. I saw you laugh, so I did too. I shook your hand because you extended yours. I don't really want an opinion because I'm not really sure. So I kept a diary because my mom thought I was insane. But my father loved me so much that he couldn't see my mother's pain, which was me. But I wasn't insane, hell no. I was living far from that, but I couldn't grasp sanity. I was in limbo, dangling forth and back, just going along with the imitation of emotions, playing my part, as you do. See, I had to imitate somebody, so I lived vicariously through you. I saw that you wore designer dresses and designer shoes. You pinned your hair back, so I pinned my hair back too. I politely nodded yes and shook my head no. I laughed at your jokes and, sometimes I even took a stab at my own. I grew up and went to college. You had a 4.0. I had a 3.2. I went on to get married, got a house, 2 stories with a view, and because I am human, this is what life told me to do. I didn't argue. I was breathing, blinking, smelling, hearing, and feeling. I couldn't complain. I would stick out like a sore thumb if I ever showed any kind of pain. Someone left me in this beautiful room with these beautiful people, but somehow my puzzle piece is far from fitting. Lipstick on wine glasses and my shimmering sequins gallivants around the room. Eyes bloodshot from the night before, but I still frequent these places because I like what they did for you. The nauseous feeling of Chanel No. 5 gags, chokes, the very thought of me hiding, so I stand still. Still enough to shake a hand or smile the same. Although I'm a frequent, they barely know my name, but I like that. I'm their centerpiece at their table, red bottoms and low-cut shirts. Just a pretty little piece. Who really cares my worth? Safe locking my world to better suit my past. In the world full of drones dangling. Left leg first, right leg last. Nod and say hi. Turn right, don't crash. Sit up straight. Close your mouth when you chew. On autopilot. Involuntarily just watching you move. Just breathing, blinking, smelling, hearing, and feeling. Passing through, small little movements in an all-crowded room.